Hey y'all, so this video is a little different, one, because I'm outside and it's cold, and two, because I'm not going to give my normal spiel about what's been going on or, mind my hair. It's like a total mess. It's like falling out of my clipper. But, so I'm not going to give my usual, well, I might, but things are going to be a little bit different with my blog from now on. Yes, I'm still going to talk about the oddness that is Spokane in relation to New York, because you know what, everything is different than New York, but I'm realizing those differences actually they're somewhat good, because, like, for example, like recently, when I first moved here, I volunteered I signed up to volunteer for the GOP of Spokane, and it took a while before they got back to me, but they finally got back to me. And the things that I thought I was signing up for weren't the things that I actually signed up for, but I'm actually glad that happened, because I'm actually more involved now than had I just signed up to make phone calls or something like that. I'm actually now getting involved in the process. And had I been in New York, you don't really get that opportunity. I mean, you do, but not as much, because it's just much harder, because New York City is so much bigger, and it's more cutthroat, and you have to know this person and know that person. While here in Spokane, you can sign up and you can just jump in head first, and you don't have to know really like all the politics or everything that's going on. You can learn as you go. And I'm assuming this is like this in more small towns. I mean, Spokane isn't a small town. It's like over 200,000 people. It's still relative. I mean, compared to New York, that's like tiny. But I like that here you actually get a chance to have your voice heard and be a part of the system. I mean, come time for the presidential vote, I mean, it's still the electoral vote that counts more than anything. But on other matters, you can be involved, and you can do more than just making phone calls and knocking on doors. And I like that, because it's about to get real loud, so I'm gonna come up real close, because we're about to cross the highway. I'll let you see a little view of it in a second. So this is the highway. Take a look. Alright, so you saw the highway. So I just came from it was like a sit-down lunch meeting of sorts. I hope you can hear me. Sorry, my face is like but I want you to be able to hear me. So I just came from this lunch meeting where we were talking about how there's this bill, from what I understood, and please do, sorry about the nose. I'm plan on doing much more education when I get home, because I don't want to put anything up that I am not fully educated on. But what I got out of it is that it has to do with exporting coal, grains, and other things through Washington from these like facilities, this millennial facility, remember that word, and that if it happens, or rather doesn't happen, see, this is where I'm confused, because we're the place where we were, right behind the wall, was the kitchen, and so it was a little hard to hear him. But if we let this happen, we will be like, there's jobs on the line, there's tax revenue on the line, and so I said what my main point was, because they were talking about how they had built 2 websites, and I brought up a point that, websites are great, they really are, but our generation, my generation, and younger, we don't really go to websites. We might go to a website, skim it, go to a website because there's a sweepstakes and they make you go there. But what we really use is Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Vine. That's what I meant. I forgot Vine. I told them when I remembered I'd say it. Vine. And that we retain messages in slogans, in bullet points. And yes, there are some of us that will go to a website and go through the entire website. But for the most part, when it comes to reading an article, we read the headline, we read the blurbs, and we move on. I think there even was a commercial joking about the fact that we don't even read full articles. With that girl, that snarky girl who is always sarcastic. I can't remember her name. I don't think she has a name. But, so I was talking to them, in front of, I was the youngest person in the room, except possibly, maybe Kelly. He's like the precinct director, the district leader for my precinct and all the precincts in my district. He might be younger than me, or might be the same age. But I was saying how websites are great, but you need a better social media. Oh, this is my block. Woo, almost home. I've been walking for over a mile or 2. That you just need a stronger social media presence for the people, my generation, that's actually affected by this bill. I mean, we're the ones driving the trains. We're the ones, the 18 to, I want to say 39, but maybe a little bit older. But we're the ones driving the trains, filling the trains, with cargo. We're the ones that are out late when we get stuck, when the train is passing with 139 cars at 2 o'clock in the morning because we're coming home from being out late at a bar, not drunk, sober driving, never drunk driving. But we're the ones that these measures affects the most. And and they actually really liked my ideas, and so I volunteered to tweet and blog about these issues. And I'm going to be starting with clean coal, because growing up as a kid, I was always taught, as well as probably most of you, that coal was dirty and coal was bad. And now, you know, they have clean coal. And I'll be honest, I don't know how they make clean coal, but, you know, I'm going to teach myself. I'm going to do all the research about it, because how can I talk about a topic if I don't know? I believe in educating yourself. So this is going to be a little different. My blog is going to be changing a bit. I might actually be starting a second blog, so that way they don't commingle, because I know a lot of you come here not for politics, but for the humor of my blog posts. So I do apologize about this post, to those of you who do not come here for politics, but I felt that I should just post this saying that, you know, I might be changing venues. So I haven't decided yet if I'm completely changing venues or if I'm making a second blog altogether. So we shall see what's going on with that. But yeah, today was a big eye opener, you know, and it wasn't because, oh, I got a free lunch. You know, I wish they had a Waldorf salad though. I've been dying for a Waldorf salad. I haven't had a good one since New York. Even though this is the state of the apples, the apples in my salad though were really, really, really good. That's another thing that, you know, export, which would be affected by the trains. Sorry, I'm kind of on a little bit of a political, like, it's kind of like when I was in my youth movement, you know, and we'd like learn about something like a social action project and like right away be like, okay, let's go like save Soviet Jewry right now. And it's like, wait, you're in New York. How are you going to get all the Soviet Jewry in Russia? You know, you can't just jump and go there right now. So sorry about my enthusiasm. But I am very excited about this because this is really a bipartisan thing. This isn't a Republican issue. This isn't a Democratic issue. This is a Washington issue. That's what it comes down to. It's, does Washington want to create jobs and keep revenue? Or does it want to just give it all up and let them get the coal, the grain out of America through other venues, because you can get out of America through Montana or, you know, Idaho or other countries. Sorry, I'm walking up steps. So we shall see, you know. So just wanted to say my blog might be changing. Yeah, so beautiful view from the top of my house. So I really do encourage any of you, if you want to get into politics, even if you live, God, my hair looks horrible. Even if you live in New York City, it's gonna be harder, but go to your GOP party or to your Democratic Party, to the headquarters, especially this year. It's like, you know, this is going to be a monumental year. Like, you have, I mean, we don't know who the nominees are going to be yet, but like, especially after last night, Trump winning, Sanders winning, now is the time, if you want to get into politics, like, even if just as a volunteer or on your city council or your, you know, on your party's council or like involved in your precinct or your district, now is the time to do it. Like, just all you have to do is just go on their website, go on their Facebook, give them a call, send them an email, send them a tweet, and just say, I want to get involved. And like, they will take you. They will take you in a heartbeat and be like, this is what you can do. But no, it's a lot of work, and like, you know, you have to put in the commitment. I mean, you can, like, if you just want to call on the weekends, they will let you do that too. Like, I mean, you don't have to put in like all that crazy work, but if you want to get into politics, it's a lot of work. If you want to just volunteer for your party, you know, you can give just a few hours. Like, you can give a little, you can give a lot. Like, it's whatever you want. But like, if you plan on complaining come next November for the next 4 to 8 years, your only excuse to complain should be because your candidate didn't win. And the only reason why your candidate didn't win should be because you went and voted and more people voted for the other candidate. If you don't vote, you have no reason to say anything. So at least make sure you register to vote and vote. Like, if you do nothing else, at least register to vote. So I guess I just made this post really political, because if you don't vote, you have no right to say anything, because that's how the process worked. And I'm sorry for those of you who watch this who are under 18. I know you might be frustrated, but your chance will come. You'll be able to vote, and when you vote, and when you have that voice, you make sure you make it's heard. And, you know, and if you want to change things, you get into politics right away. You know, you volunteer, you intern, you run for PCO, you do whatever you can, you know, go and be like, try and be an intern for a senator or a congressman, you know, or even just, you know, a state. Doesn't have to be, I mean, a county. It doesn't have to be like, you know, oh, I'm a federal senator's like lackey. You know, like, there's stuff other than just federal. There's state, there's county, but if you do nothing, you can't say anything, because you did nothing. At least I'm here, and like, I'm trying to do something to give me something to do and to help better the state of Washington as best I can. So I guess that's that. And I had a great day today, and I can't wait to get started, and I can't wait till the 20th when it's the Spokane County Precinct, the Spokane County Caucus. I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. So I'm home now, and with that, peace.